the Severn River meets the Chesapeake Bay. The Annapolis Yacht Club Race Committee and 33 teams are in place to start day 2 of the 2022 Star North American Championship. Hi, I'm Ashley Love from T2P TV. We have 3 races under our belt from yesterday, 2 or 3 scheduled today. Let's see what it has in store. A lot of action at the boat end here as the breeze is trending a bit right this morning. Already had a general recall. This is our 2nd attempt at race number 4. Individual recall flag going up. Probably Rudy, bow 81. Designed in 1911 by Francis Swiceguth, the Star has proven to be a classic boat in every sense. It was an Olympic-class boat from 1932 until 2012 and is supported by a worldwide association with 7,500 boats built over its 100-plus year history and 2,000-plus actively racing today in 15 geographically designated districts around the world. Boats are generally constructed of fiberglass with positive flotation and an integrated keel, and the equipment are very, very stringent and governed so that the competition can really be on the basis of skill and control the cost. This has really led to the longevity of the design. After a DNF in the 3rd race yesterday, Chris Larson and Phil Trinter are making the most of this first race, around in first at the first top mark. The right-hand side worked all the way in a persistent righty. Augie Diaz around in 2nd. Bow number 80 is Eric Doyle with a new rig up. This boat is very forgiving in terms of how experienced your crew can be. We have a new crew out here, first time ever in a parent-son pair, the Coolidges.
I have not been in this class for 40 years. 17-year-old son who we try to expose him to different things, and this is different.
I've never sailed a Star before. Before we got here and looked at this boat, I'd never even touched a Star before or seen one. So in person, it's gonna be interesting.
And we never saw this particular boat before yesterday, so it's all new. People have been remarkably helpful. The boat has not changed fundamentally. It's as complicated as ever, and we'll see if we can figure out the little nuances, and if not, we'll go very, very slow. We have not sailed together before, except on old wooden vintage boats in Maine.
Today, the race committee has set the fleet on a course 4. No Olympic triangles today. It's just an up-down and an up-down. The first leg had a lot of right in it, but this leg definitely has some oscillations, and with a 1.5 mile leg, the leverage out here is incredible. Boats hitting both corners. Speaking of leverage, Alan Terhune and Ian Coleman are sending it to the left. They are local, so they may know something the rest of the fleet doesn't. Change. John McCausland, bow 44, was the one to take a left-hand turn at the bottom of the course to get to the right-hand side looking upwind. Has a sizable lead now over Chris Larson. You'll notice the gold star on our leader, John McCausland, with crew Dave Cesar. The skipper won the Worlds and the Bacardi Cup in the same year in 2013. But master crew Phil Trinter up by the mast doing the right amount of kinetics work moves Larson and him back into the lead to take a bullet in race number 4. Race number 5 is about to begin, and some of our favorites are down at the pin end this time. 64, Jack Jennings, our leader, going into the day, starting at the lefternmost boat. Our leader going into today and our leader from the last race, definitely pushing it as far left as they dare. Bow 30 tacking out is Bert Collins and Will Harding. The Star class, having been around for so long, is actually responsible for many of the inventions that sailors across the board enjoy, including the circular boom vang track and the trapeze harness you see the crews wearing. When the boat was first invented, the crews would actually stick their legs out and keep their heads in the boat or lay alongside horizontally. A lot of gymnastics involved. But now this harness that the crew wears has a little rope between their legs that slides into a groove on the side of the boat. And trapeze harnesses used on boats like 505s and 49ers all evolved from this design. First around the top mark, Eric Doyle and crew. They had a very up and down day yesterday with a DNS in the first race and that mast coming down. But at this race, at race number 5, they will be able to drop their worst score. I've got one more invention for you. The suction bailer was actually developed by a Star sailor, Duarte Bello, when they realized that if they put the drains in the exact right spot, the water would suck out. But they were probably using those a bit more yesterday than today. The fleet is getting very spread out downwind, looking for the pressure, and Argentina, Alberto Zanetti and Lucas Altolaguer on Juanita are moving into position. Race committee is signaling a course change as Zanetti and Altolaguer round the right-hand mark looking upwind, which worked very well for McCausland last time. As the pressure decreases, the current is really starting to affect these roundings. We covered the father-son team. There are 3 father-daughter teams out here, including Sarah and Tom Price, who unfortunately had an accident with their boat yesterday, Dwight and Elizabeth Escalera, and Kevin McNeil with his daughter, Jamie Stewart.
We've done a couple Star regattas. We started in Oxford when she was probably 10 or 12. She went down, we did a Masters in Florida, so we've had some experience together.
Just a little bit. Sailing a starboat's fun with my dad. It's definitely, I'm doing a little bit of extra work moving slow around the boat, but not too slow. But it's fun.
Caroline sailed in college and high school. She's a great crew. She's very focused and beats on me harder than
Quick learner.
my other
Quick
crews.
learner.
So she doesn't give me much slack. It's great, it's our local club, and it's great to have the Stars here again. I think we're back here. So we're looking forward to the bay, because hopefully it'll be light air for a few days, because we're a little light on weight.
Yep.
But there's a lot of current. We know where the current goes, and we'll see what happens. But there's plenty of
Home
good
advantage.
boats here, so
see.
we're we have our little race within our fleet, so we do well. So we're looking forward to a good time.
With a new heading of 250, that is a major right shift, aligning with the forecast of it trying to come out of the west, but now we've got competing breezes that are just shutting things down. Left-hand turn at the bottom marks is the genius move. Argentina has a 4-minute lead over the next boat as the wind does fill in from the west. The Argentinians are well around, but in second place we have John Dane III with crew Tim Ray, and John Dane III is one of our exalted grandmasters, the most wise of the divisions out here. So for this 5th race, the farthest traveled win the Local Knowledge Award. Congratulations to them on their 5th race bullet. After 2 races, Annapolis Yacht Club Race Committee is sending the fleet back home to enjoy some cocktails and snacks at the Sailing Center, and probably to pat everyone on the back who saw that shift coming. Thank you for joining us for today. Join us tomorrow for the final day of the 2022 Star North American Championship. For T2P TV, I'm Ashley Love.